So, hey guys, I've been looking at Maple Maiden and wondering, what can I do with this card? And I figured something out. Something maybe possible. Is it like going to be that reasonable to do? Maybe not. But we're going to be needing the classic. We're going to be needing the Danger Dark River package. So it's this, and then two of these guys, two of these bad boys, and then we'll need probably just I guess Distrito, Dark Refer, Zephyros, and then Dark Refer here. Okay, Dark Refer, and the idea behind this combo pretty simple here. So we're going to start by sending a Distrito, and we're going to use this to make the Maple Maiden, right? And this enables a lot of plays if we summon the Maple Maiden. Specifically what I want to summon with the Maple Maiden is going to be Bahamut Shark. And Bahamut Shark doesn't actually lock us, so we can just use this as link material, I guess. And it's slightly more efficient, I guess, than maybe... Well, actually, is it Bahamut Shark that we want? Because I don't remember if there was actually a good target for Bahamut Shark. So we'll actually just, real quick, just check. So it's XYZ, water, and then 3 or lower. So maybe there's a good target for this. So let's take a quick look. See if there's anything worth making here. And there's Acid Golem. Anything here? I guess there's Zen Mighty. It doesn't have material, does it? Oh. Maybe not then. Alright. Oh, we can cheat out a paleo like this. Kinda. I mean, might as well just summon it, I guess, so... Not that crazy. Alright. Then, looks like not that worth it. Okay, so instead of the Bahamut Shark, then let's do a Stealth Kraken, I guess. Kraken is fine as well. If we special summon the Kraken, which we will be able to because we would have summoned the Maple Maiden. And then we can do whatever we want with the Stealth Kraken, I guess. So that should be fine, I suppose. And then I think I'd like something that discards, if possible, because it'll be more efficient, but well, nothing's really coming to mind, just generically discarding cards to do something. But alright. The line, let's say we start with Dark Refer plus Danger Nessie, Dark Refer, discard Danger Nessie. Dark Refer then will discard the Jackalope that we add off of the Nessie, and then the Jackalope will special summon, I guess, the Mothman in this case, and then we'll need like maybe one more Dark. Or, well, it depends on exactly how we want to do this actually. Well, does it matter? No, it doesn't. Does it? Maybe it does. I haven't calced it all the way through, but alright. Dark Refer will send a guy, and then we should have a Destrudo. And let's assume we do the Zephyros line actually. Then we should have a Danger Tsuchinoko, Maple Maiden, Dugaris, and Dark Refer on the field, I believe is what we should end up with. Except when we send the... No, it should be Tsuchinoko, Dark Refer, and then Dugaris. And then we're going to use the Destrudo effect, targeting probably, I guess, the Tsuchinoko in this case, to then make Maple Maiden with the Tsuchinoko. And then with the Dugaris, we can just use this to make the armored guys. So we just go into Armor Fortress, and then Armor Fortress goes into our copy of Full Armored Dark Knight Lancer, also grabbing us like the Full Armored XZs. If we can drop this to the graveyard for cost of something, that'd be nice, because then we can add it back with the Full Armored Dark Knight Lancer, I guess. If we want to. Kinda depends, I guess. But, alright. Then we can set this, use it to make maybe like a stealth kraken or something. If we want to like real quickly go into that. I think we don't actually need the Maple Maiden anymore after we make like the stealth kraken if we're able to do so. We only have a Dark Greffer plus Maple Maiden Dugaris here, so we're still lacking a 4 to make the stealth kraken in this case, but this gets most of the way there, so I think that's a bit interesting. We're lacking a 4 to make the kraken, which, I mean, not like that impossible to solve, I guess. What's really interesting about Maple Maiden, though, I guess, is that with a list like this, all of these guys are different types, so this is technically able to somewhat enable us to make, like, this somewhat enables us to make Curious, and then we can kind of send whatever we want off of the Curious. I don't think Maple Maiden negatively affects, like, most decks, so there are, like, some decks, very few decks, honestly, I think that care about the attribute. Like Speedroid, this would negatively affect you if you're playing like Speedroid and your opponent made Maple Maiden, declaring an attribute that's not wind, I guess. Not 100% sure what we can do with this though. But I guess the upside of if we had Maple Maiden plus like the Stealth Kraken, if you were able to out the Stealth Kraken, then when our Stealth Kraken tags out for the spawns, doesn't even show up easily, but you know, whenever that happens, we have our spawns, and then our spawns will be able to actually pop cards. So that'll be nice when that happens, because that's off once per turn, and this only triggers when your opponent destroys, right? Wait, no, this is if it's destroyed at all. Huh. Oh. Then we can just throw in like one of these bad boys, you know, just throw in a Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Wild Woodpecker. What a card. Anyway, I guess we could DP pop this and then summon back these guys for more interaction. And in this case, maybe we don't go into this line at all and we just use some of our additional guys to do something else. But also, this guy is actually just soft once per turn, so if we can actually 4 spam with this, we can make quite a few Stealth Krakens, and then we might not need the Maple Maiden at all. In fact, like, if we are just going for waters, why did we bother making the Maple Maiden and not just going, like, into potentially just a Stealth Kraken to begin with? I mean, whatever's fine, I guess. Real quick, I guess we have to check if this locks us, because this is technically also an option. Dragonar. Special summon, and the turn you activate this effect, other monsters you control cannot attack directly. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck, except for XYZ monsters. So we would have to activate Dragonar next turn. We can't activate it on the same turn if we want to do Link Summoning, so I guess that'd be why we go for Maple Maiden instead of that line, but I mean, if we can just make the Kraken, that's probably not bad, right? I mean, I can't think of, like, a good way to do this without, like, using up a normal summon at least. There's 1-for-1 for Beautiful, I think. That might be the only way to, like, special summon a water rank 4, but yeah, honestly, I just really want to play like Stealth Kraken, but I also don't want to play Sharks. Now that's a bit rough, I guess. So anything else we can do here aside from like maybe using Maple Maiden? Well, if we take it a bit further, is there something we can do? I mean, if we throw in the Found Knights cards, we'll at least be able to go one step further, but we won't be able to make Bardiche. Not that I think Bardiche matters here. So, just in general, a bit rough, I guess, to kind of try to work this out. Well, alright. guess it's still fine in general. Not a whole lot we can do with these cards here. In terms of like attributes we can make Maple Maiden. Anything else useful? I wonder about this. Speedroid. What is the lock on Speedroid exactly? You cannot special summon for the rest of this turn except for wind monsters. Ah, so yeah, that's not useful. If we make our cards fire, that's not that useful either, because apparently all of those fire decks just don't even care if your cards are fire for whatever reason. Like Promethean Princess, they doesn't require a single doesn't require a single fire monster. Well, I mean technically for the Monster Reborn effect you would, but to make, no. So, bit awkward there. Well, I guess we'll just have to keep working on it, on this idea, see if there's like anything worth doing. Well, right now I can't come up with a single good idea with Maple Maiden, so yeah. If you guys have any good ideas, feel free to share in the comments below, and maybe I'll try to work something out with it. Because I feel like you could do something with this, but it doesn't feel like cooking, you know? It just feels like messing around. So, not a whole lot of synergy in this particular line, but I can't think of a good way to make Maple Maiden to begin with. And then also, like, do your play, whatever it might be. So, yeah. We'll need to do a good bit more of the thinking. So, yeah. That's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.